Okay, for our soup, I'm so excited about this soup. I love making this soup in cold weather, in cold and flu season. It's delicious, it's light but filling, but it's also amazing for you. It's wonderful for colds and flus, just to keep your body strong. So what we're using today to make our soup is we're gonna have shrimp, fresh Thai basil, ginger, some fresh lemongrass, that smells amazing, and some fresh burdock root, and of course garlic, and you can add either lime or lemon for flavor. Today I'm going to be using lemon. So the first thing that we want to do is just kind of prepare our vegetables. So we're going to start out with peeling our burdock. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do with our burdock is rinse it. This is a root vegetable, so it's in the ground, so you want to make sure that we peel the outer skin of the burdock till we see white. We're going to completely peel this. I love burdock root. It's amazing for the body. It really helps to build the body, build the blood, but it also is very high in antioxidants. It protects the cells from cancer. It is anti-inflammatory, antibacterial. So it's just a wonderful root vegetable that will help to build and protect your body. So it's great in the wintertime. I love to add it to soups and stews. So we're gonna just keep peeling that until it's completely peeled. Okay, once our burdock root is completely peeled and rinsed off again, we're just gonna chop this into small pieces. You guys can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna chop it in small pieces like this. Okay. And very simple, very easy. After we chop up our burdock, we are going to go to the lemongrass. So you're going to peel the outer leaves of the lemongrass. Like this. And once you've got it peeled, then you're just going to take it and kind of chop the end off, this. And then you're going to cut your lemongrass into small pieces like this. Now you can make them smaller if you like. I like to make mine about this size, 2 to 3 inches. Okay. I'm going to do some ginger. You're going to peel the ginger same way as the burdock. These are all very, very powerful root vegetables or rhizomes that do so much for our body. They're very high in antioxidants. They have cancer killing properties. They're good for digestion. Lemongrass and ginger is very good for digestion. So once we kind of peel the ginger, we're going to chop that up too in smaller pieces. Okay, and then we're going to dice our garlic. Not really dice it, but cut it in small. I'm probably going to cut these in 4 pieces. I'm going to use about 3 cloves of garlic for this. Okay. Okay, next we have our Thai basil. Now, you can use regular basil for this. I really love Thai basil because it has just a very distinct taste. It's just a wonderful taste. I love making stir fries with this, and which we did, and soups with this, and it's really, really good for you. So I'm just going to kind of dice the basil, cut this up. And I forgot to mention too that I'm also going to be adding in our soup. Now you don't have to, But I had some udon noodles, so I figured that would be fun in the soup. So we're gonna add that in the soup at the last part of this. So, noodles. We're gonna gather all of our ingredients. We've got our burdock, our lemongrass, our ginger, our garlic, and we're gonna take this to the stove to get our soup started. The other thing I like to use in my soup is coconut water. So you can actually make this soup with coconut milk. The only reason I don't is because coconut milk, although it's really rich and delicious, it's very high in cholesterol, so it's not something you want to be consuming all the time, whereas coconut water will give you that coconut flavor, this kind of sweet coconut flavor, and the electrolytes are amazing. It's very nutritious, very high in vitamins, and it's wonderful for you. So instead of using coconut water, instead of using coconut milk, I'm using coconut water. Okay, so I have a pot of water. I'm going to put it on a low to medium flame. Just let the water warm up a little bit. And I'm going to add coconut water. Add a little bit of sesame oil in there to give it kind of like that smoky roasted sesame oil flavor. We're gonna add our basil and our burdock root and the lemongrass and the ginger. And we're going to let that just cook in the water because we want the flavors in the water before we add the shrimp, because you want to pull those flavors out so that once we add the shrimp and the noodles in, they're just gonna kind of soak up and absorb all of that flavor that's already in our broth. We want to just keep stirring this periodically. Let all of those flavors seep into the water, into our broth actually that we're making. We're gonna make sure we pull out the flavors and all the wonderful properties of the burdock and the basil and the lemongrass, and you will really get to smell all of those wonderful blends of flavors. Oh my God, lemongrass and basil and ginger together is just wonderful tasting and wonderful smelling and wonderful for you. Okay, we've let this simmer for about 35 minutes. Now we're just going to add in our shrimp. We don't want to let the shrimp cook for too long. I'm going to stir that around and just let the shrimp cook in this broth for a few minutes. Oh my God, it smells amazing. I'm going to add a little bit of sea salt, just to bring all the flavors together. And we're gonna let that cook for a few minutes. And our soup, our lemongrass, burdock, and shrimp soup is gonna be done. Ooh, I can't wait. Now our soup is done. I'm just gonna take our ladle. It smells so good. Oh my gosh. That ginger in there. And we're just gonna pour it over our noodles. Make sure you get lots of broth, because the broth is where all the good stuff is. Pour your soup over. You can add your lemongrass, your basil, oops, and let it cool and enjoy. Bye, mermaids.